G-Man Boxing. Do you know what I mean? Every single live he donates. I see him on other lives donating. He's got the bag on it.
Alright, people. Quick post-fight thoughts. Canelo Alvarez versus Dmitry Bivol. Dmitry Bivol not only beats Canelo, but actually gets the nod. It was 115-113 in all three judges' scorecards. A bit too close for my liking. Let's talk about this fight. From the opening bell, you could see that Canelo was going to have problems. It was a case of the blueprint of Kovalev. So Bivol was keeping his stance quite wide, which a lot of Russian fighters tend to do. And it meant that he was able to kind of just pop in and out with shots. He kind of came close to the Canelo's eye level. So Alvarez is only about 5'9", Bivol's about 6 foot, but it looked a lot closer in height, because when you do that, when you're in a wide stance, you're actually giving up height. You're actually coming down in height. But he was able to establish the jab, look to set up the combinations from early on. And Alvarez was like, okay, I'm struggling to get by this jab. My head movement isn't on point, but I should be able to be okay with it. I should be able to get inside. But the problem was that Bivol is actually he's not the best inside fighter you'll ever see, but he's competent enough on the inside and he's fast. His footwork is incredible, his foot speed is brilliant, and his hand speed is brilliant, all of which meant Canelo was like a fish out of water. Because whenever Alvarez was trying to get up close, he was trying to get by a jab, Bivol was hitting him to the head and body. He was moving out of range because his footwork is very good, and Canelo was constantly having to offset. Whilst Alvarez, in the rounds he was winning, he didn't win many, I'd say 3, maybe 4 rounds the whole fight, he was relying on just whatever he could cling to. So overhand rights here and there, and body shots. That's all he could really do. The uppercut, he had a bit of success early on, but Dmitry Bivol was able to telegraph that shot after a while, and he was able to actually be able to avoid getting hit. Because after, I think the midway point, he was rarely ever hit with the uppercut from Alvarez. Then after, absolutely fantastic display from Dmitry Bivol. It really was. I remember, I don't normally gamble a bit. I never do. But I had a $5 in my Boyle Sports account from God knows when. And I said, to hell with it, I'll put it on Dmitry Bivol to win. It's not much. It's only like 20 quid. But I'll take it. Every little bit helps at the end of the day. And I just thought it was a fantastic performance. In terms of Alvarez, Alvarez did what I said he needed to do. He needed to loop the overhand right. He didn't do it enough, in my opinion. He didn't jab enough. He didn't really move his head. I don't really know what the issue was with Alvarez. He seemed... Now, I think it was 2 issues. One, Dmitry Bivol is a tremendously talented fighter. He's tremendously talented. There's good balance, good judge of distance, good jab, good respectable power. Very good fighter. Tremendous fighter. Alvarez looked... I wonder if light heavyweight is his division. I think 168 is his... That's where you're going to get peak Alvarez. 175, you can move up a way too far. And it's not just the fact that they're bigger than you, but it's the fact that your body just isn't fit. You don't have to... You're just not... You shouldn't be carrying 175. You can get away with it against Kovalev, but against Bivol, not going to happen. Alvarez moving forward, he's got a fight locked in for September. Will he go again? Will he go in with Triple G, or will he look to get a rematch? I don't know. I don't think there's much he can really do in a rematch. I remember the zone commentary, people were telling me in the watch along, they were trying to say that it was the zone were now saying it was a draw. And, Todd Grisham said that, and the rest of them were like, that's not a draw. Eddie Hearn and Frank Smith looked absolutely dejected. And I just felt like this was karma. Because Dmitry Bivol, they wouldn't play his country's national anthem. He was asked a lot of questions about this, that and the other. There have been sanctions put on people from that country unfairly, because it's not their fault. And I just felt that to all these, WBA and all these, Mauricio Sullivan, Lou DiBella, people like that, these virtue signalling imbeciles, they are imbeciles, make no mistake about it. Fuck you. That's what I say about that. People who think that someone, because he's from a certain country, should be punished. Unbelievable. And, I thought that Dmitry Bivol, again, fantastic performance. Alvarez, I don't know what they're going to do next. I'd say they'll probably take the Triple G fight and maybe look to set up a rematch with Bivol sometime next year. Maybe they'll hope that maybe some of the speed will regress a bit or something like that. But fantastic performance, definitely, from Dmitry Bivol. Absolutely fantastic. Really happy for him. I've always said it. I love watching Alvarez. This was not the Alvarez I'm used to seeing. He looked very lethargic in there. I don't know whether it was a case of he spent too much time in the weight room. I really don't know, but it's going to be interesting to see what he does from here moving forward. It really will. In terms of this fight, I thought the footwork from Bivol was fantastic. His timing was fantastic. His range was fantastic. The distance, pretty much Bivol. Bivol, I said, is a fighter who's always fought in third gear. He's always done that. Whereas this time he found fifth, sixth, and he was able to put it on Canelo. And Alvarez had no answers. He really didn't. He really didn't. So I got to say about that. Other than that, great performance. I'm tired. I'm going to try and get a bit of sleep. And we'll definitely do a live later on today at some point. And we'll talk more about this. For now, I'll leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.